and sharing your stories and sharing the things that you're trying to create is really, really dope. Before we get to plugs and things, one thing I wanted to roll back just a hot second. You had mentioned that you've kind of figured out your target algorithm, as it were, for your targeted ads. How did you end up discovering that? Because a lot of other indie creators are trying to do the exact same thing. How did you end up figuring out how where to actually target those ads? Because it seems like a crapshoot sometimes.
And yeah, and I can get that. I mean, so it's funny because I'm actually consulting for an up and coming comic book house, a comic book company called Animated Concepts, produced by Gevian D. They've got a lot of cool stuff on the way, and he brought me in for advice on things like that. And what I would tell you is exactly what I told him. Is basically it's basically there is a phase one of trial and error, because everyone has their own unique story and unique brand, and you got to find what works for you. But Facebook ads, like as far as like Facebook, there's different things you can run ads through. But as far as Facebook ads, they make it very as simple as like user friendly. It's very user friendly.
Yes.
So if you say you're making a superhero comic, right? You have a superhero comic, and he's for the example's sake, we'll just say he's a ripoff of Batman, right?
Sure.
Okay. He's a ripoff of Batman, and you want to advertise it to people who like Batman. All you do is just, when you're in Facebook ads, when you're selecting your interests, you target people who like Batman. And it's very simple. It's under interests. It'll say Batman, Batman comics, Batman movies. You just click whichever ones you want to click. And you can select your age range. And if you want to get real intense with it, you can select which state, which region, demographics, all these kinds of things. You can get very, very specific with it. And typically, the more specific you get with it, the better you're going to do in the long run, because the whole idea here is you're trying to build an audience of people who like your stuff.
Exactly.
So it can be a bit of a overwhelming process, because there are so many like options, and it's kind of like Adobe like you ever use Microsoft Paint, right?
Yeah,
Real simple thing. You go in there, you color, right? But then you go into Photoshop, which is the same thing, but they have all these little features in it that make you can take it so much higher. But it can be overwhelming to the average person. And, it's like, well, I don't even know how to use Photoshop. And it's like, it's just paint with some rims,
Yeah.
It's nothing that special. So it's the same thing for Facebook and doing these ads. It's very simple. They make it very simple for you. You just got to take the time to sort of, troubleshoot, fail fast. It's a quote by Denzel Washington, and I just used it the other day. Maybe that's all it is. It's fail fast. Mess up quickly and learn from it, and so you can get to where you want to be.
Come on, Benny, man. The kid is a L7 weenie.